dice to start with.
What else have we got? We've got...
Oh, this is interesting. Nim's got Auto Blaster turret.
Okay, not a particularly good matchup for Nim then, I don't think.
They both have cruise missiles, though.
That could be... we got a PS10 Nim? Yeah, we do.
Yes.
So this Nim is interesting because it can bomb without caring at all.
Yes.
So it can basically do 4 damage, 2 from the bomblet generator and 2 from Auto Blaster turret when it's in range 1. So that's fantastic. What does Sol Sixer even do? I'm not even sure.
So Sol's ability is that she can use the 1 hard template to drop bombs instead of the 1 stray. This one's kitted out with a very interesting combination. It's got the Predator TLT, which is something that I think got a lot of discussion early on. Keeping in mind, these lists were posted very shortly after the expansion came out.
Yes.
So you might see a lot of early ideas that that were getting floated have made it into the lists. So Pred TLTs to get the rerolls. It's got Cad Bane Crew for the cluster mines and the proximity mines.
Yeah.
So he's getting those sweet focus rerolls once per turn.
That's also quite nice because you've got mines that Captain Nim can trigger for the ability as well. Because if you're behind a mine, you add an evade token.
Yes.
Behind a friendly bomb. Yeah.
Going for initiative. So
not sure who won initiative there. Sorry guys, but we'll see. We'll see shortly.
Let's get the rankings refreshed as well now that the round's over. So we've got New South Wales in the lead on 11 to 7. Mercs is also in the lead on 10 wins. Queensland tied at 10. Vic and SA both tied at 8, and then ACT at 7. So let's get that up on...
look, it's right up there. Fantastic. Wow. So this is... so you can see the mercenary teams actually edging ahead in MOV. So depending on what happens between the top 4 right here, we could see a very interesting 5th round. Everyone's still pretty much in the running to make top 4, which I really like.
Yes, that's great. It's good to see nice close matches.
Yeah. I think we might actually come down to MOV for a few, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But it depends on how much of a wash we see soon. So if we could get the asteroid placement back up on the field, looks like we've got Lachlan with initiative. So yeah, this is going to be a really interesting match. I feel like Dengar can just completely remove Nim from the game pretty early.
I think that's a good point. So fearlessness, he doesn't have expertise. So he's when attacking, if you're inside defender's firing arc at range 1, the defender is inside your firing arc. You may add 1 attack result. Wow.
So reverse Concord Dawn, Protectorate title.
So if Dengar catches Nim at range 1, he's just going to obliterate him.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're setting up for the joust here.
Brave.
That's disgusting. So what do we got? Experimental interface on Sol Sixer. So what could we do with experimental interface?
We can do all sorts of things. I think he doesn't have genius though, but that
doesn't matter because he's not dropping bombs, he's dropping mines.
True.
So a mine is something that they have to go over. So he can action and then experimental interface to drop a bomb.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he can position himself, drop the bomb.
Now is Cad Bane every bomb that's dropped, or just the bombs that are dropped by you?
Once per turn, but any friendly bomb.
Okay. Yeah.
So.
Sure.
Not as strong as Sabine, where it's just that automatic damage, but still really strong.
315.
Oh shit! Just as soon as everyone's ready, just put it up. Is that all right?
Yep. I also really like the paint job on Lachlan's list. It might not be completely visible from the stream, but he's actually got portal themed Skirgs. Okay, that's a fair question, Ocelot. So the mercenary team is in the situation that there are not an even number of states being represented in the event. Then it is the host.
Timer has started.
Timer started. it's the host's responsibility to provide a team to even up the matches so nobody gets a bye. In this case, we have, I believe, 2 people from Queensland, 2 people from New South Wales, and 2 people from Victoria representing?
ACT, I believe.
ACT.
Either one from Victoria and one from ACT, or we have 2 from ACT. Yeah. Yep. So this is interesting, Soul Sixer.
Nim and Sol both trying to get Dengar to chase.
Absolutely. Hey, just on the side,
Yep.
would you be able to post up that we're live now and post up the rankings as well?
Certainly, yeah.
Yep, cheers. Okay, so I think there's some fantastic jousting potential in Gary's list, and that's definitely potential that Captain Nim, that Lachlan won't be able to match. Nim's going to have to be really careful. Soul Sixer, I think if you remove Dengar, you probably win the game.
I think that's reasonable.
I think Soul can consistently hit Dengar, but Dengar can just double shot off the TLT. I don't know, this is dicey. I think if you can get Dengar low enough while baiting him with Soul, then Captain Nim can come and finish it up.
Yeah.
Because, I think that at that point, you're probably going to win. I think Ketsu probably loses against Nim, but it's interesting.
Right, so he's barrel rolling Sol into a better position for next turn.
Yeah. So you can clog up the middle of the field with bombs.
Yeah.
I feel like... Look, he's already set his dials. I feel like... this is interesting. Dengar and Ketsu can kind of just come nicely through the middle there. Begun. Yeah, so they're going to be... you got to be careful, though. Gary shouldn't play too aggressively because then he can kind of surprise himself with bombs.
Yes.
The issue with double big shit bases is that, you can kind of arrive at a position where suddenly you're walking through a minefield. So he's looking like he's going to be looping around the outside. He just looked at changing his arc. And he has, yep. So he's probably going to be scooting around down toward where Nim and Sol are.
Yep. He's not likely to... he's not likely to catch anyone in his front arc anytime soon. So save the action now.
Yep,
Invest
absolutely.
it in the future.
Absolutely. What are we going to be seeing with Sol next turn? Probably just following a 1 forward.
I think so. Captain Nim might try for a 3 hard, line up a cruise missile on Dengar.
Yeah. Sorry, did you want to put the Twitch feed in that one as well?
Yep.
Just make sure that we keep plugging that. We're up to nearly 45 people in this, so that's just fantastic.
That's a great turnout.
The highest we got was 70, I think, so that was pretty awesome. Yeah, so I'm not really sure what to expect from this. Now, Sol could kind of turn in aggressively, but the thing is, the turn that you turn in with Sol, you need to be able to drop a bomb, and you need to be able to do probably a 4 dice attack. Otherwise, Dengar is just going to make it not worthwhile.
Yeah.
Doing the 1 hard deployment with bombs is pretty interesting.
It'd be interesting to see it. I guess you can't combine it with any of the other crew that exist, right?
No, I don't think so.
Free K4 security droid. Just throw that free target lock out there. So gross.
That's absolutely feral. I think if this was expertise Dengar, I'd be a lot more worried.
Yes.
But yeah, fearlessness Dengar is interesting, but Nim will be able to dictate that. So Nim's probably safe because you will never get double shot, hopefully.
Yes.
And you can maybe just, But the thing is, you're still taking consistent damage from Dengar. He is feral.
He could barrel roll here and try, and he is.
Yeah.
Just try and line up that arc and get maximum value. Surprised he didn't barrel roll forward and try and trigger fearlessness.
Yeah. But he probably doesn't want to be completely arc dodged by Nim.
Which is...
Because he wants to be able to make the most of that double shot. You guys are lucky, anyone watching the stream. We actually had requests from the players to put quad TLTs on the stream, and I said no. So No way am I going to put quad TLTs on the stream.
If you're going to put quad TLTs on, it needed to be round one when it was Matt versus Jason, the most boringest hyped match of all time.
Absolutely. So what do we see here? I mean, we could have Soul Sixer. This is interesting actually because you could have Soul doing a 2 hard next turn.
Yes.
And then dropping a bomb to the left to block up those asteroids, and then triggering Nim's ability, because then Nim will allow Soul to add evades to his results.
Yes. We had that in, if you go through the practice matches, we had a game where one of our squad mates used cluster mines, Nim, and Minefield Mapper to create a line down the middle of the field that he could just jump back and forth over, getting those free evades.
That's fantastic, because you can ignore friendly bombs, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Exactly. So he jumps over his own bombs and just gets essentially a reinforce action for free.
Yeah, that's really crazy. Really good versatility there. Would you be hesitant? Dice box. Isaac, if you could just remind them to roll in the dice box.
I think that's one.
Thanks, mate.
Oh, here we go.
Very good. So we got 3 hits. So 2 shields off Captain Nim.
Not a bad engage for nothing.
Yeah, that's right.
He's
now,
not getting shots back.
I don't know about I probably would have done a boost with Nim there, because now he's blocked up Soul's kind of pathway.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, if you start putting Soul in positions where she can make the most, or he or she can make the most of the TLT behind a friendly asteroid or behind a friendly bomb, then you're going to reduce the return damage from Dengar. Adding an evade token or adding an evade result is absolutely massive.
Yes, absolutely. Barrel roll bomb CAD is an enemy bomb roll.
Barrel roll bomb CAD is an enemy bomb roll. Yes. But when you drop a bomb on someone, they are the ones that roll the dice. So you give someone else the opportunity to roll the dice that they've rolled. Does that make sense? So while it is the enemy rolling the dice, it's not. Does that make sense? I've totally just fumbled.
I think it makes sense. Yeah.
So you give your opponent your opponent will roll the dice for the bombs that have been dropped on them, right? So, I definitely would have boosted forward with Nim there, because I think starting to kind of build up your defenses with Soul Sixer and Captain Nim is the only way that you're going to quickly reduce damage off Dengar.
Yeah,
I think Dengar can afford to be really aggressive right now.
Absolutely, he can just his 2 banks are not green, or it's going to depend on which
2 banks
side.
are green.
2 banks are green?
Yeah,
okay.
Always green. Oh, sorry, no. Left-hand side is green.
Which in this case it is, so that's good. He can do a 2 bank, get a target lock, and just reposition with a barrel roll.
So because you do ignore friendly bombs, though,
yes,
I think Soul Sixer could still build up a little fortress there, based off cluster mines, because he can just drop them on top of Nim, and Nim will just ignore them.
That's absolutely correct.
Yeah. So I eat my words, but it's going to be interesting.
Soul is a he, apparently.
A he. Okay.
There we go. We are learning something new every day.
Soul is a he. Thanks, Ian. I appreciate it. So I think you're going to have to start building up your, as I said, you build up your defenses with Soul. Keep him at range fortress. 3. I mean, do you through mines don't count as obstructed, do they?
No.
So for the enemy, for Dengar, you'd still be only rolling 2 dice with a TLT.
Yes.
And then you'd be getting a guaranteed evade result each time you get shot back. So I'd probably even risk the double shot off Dengar if I was able to TLT him 2 times, especially with a Predator TLT. I think that's quite a good move.
Yes.
I actually like the versatility of Soul. What's the pilot skill? 6? I think it's 6.
Soul, 6.
6, okay. That is probably not... I guess that's fine. Yep. Same thing. But now you're not actually blocking up a lane there now. I probably definitely would have done maybe a 2 bank instead.
Nim got in terms of bombs? Just the bomblet generator.
Yeah,
so
which
he's
is all
not
she
blocking
needs.
off. Yeah.
Sorry, he needs. Yeah, I don't know if that's
Barrel
how.
roll?
Oh, he's barrel rolling. Okay, and then he can still trigger the experimental interface if you'd like.
If he chooses. I pointed this out before, but now it's much clearer that the ships are up close. The paint scheme that Lachlan's done on his ships is the portal reference.
Oh, that's
The
cool.
Aperture Science logo with the orange and
that.
blue stripes looks really good.
Okay, so he's decided not to experimental interface, which I think is a mistake.
One hard
Yep,
from
so
Dengar.
trigger the K4 security droid.
Yep. Guess
Check for
expecting
target lock,
something
probably
faster.
on Nim. He could have been expecting something faster,
Yeah.
but the thing is, that's a dangerous move as well. Maybe he's probably expecting Nim to move fast, but Sol could have hit him without a return shot at that point.
True.
If Sol had have, Sol can hit him without a return shot, but if Sol had have blocked up that laneway with cluster mines, Sol could have done it completely unscathed.
True.
Very
Do you
interesting.
focus here, or do you barrel roll and? What does Sol's move tell you about Nim? Is Nim going fast or slow?
Nim's going probably slow,
Yeah.
and then barrel rolling on the other side of Sol.
Right.
So maybe a 2 forward, or 2 forward and then a barrel roll. So that's an interesting move. Sol is cool, Nathan. I really like that.
Bomb dropping potential is really nice.
Yeah, so the reason that Dengar would have to go that way now is because Sol could have done a 2 bank, barrel rolled, then experimental interfaced and dropped a cluster mines to the left. So I think the 1 hard was a mistake in the first place. I think a soft would have been a lot better,
Yep.
because then you're not dictating your arc that much, and then you've got a much greater potential for a barrel roll. And we have got a bump there. So I think Gary, became a bit cautious about what was potentially done just then. But K4 security droid allows an out-of-range target.
Out of range, yeah. So that's no
So I think
no
that's-
shots for Sol.
Not just
turn?
yet, no.
No?
Oh, that's interesting. Very interesting.
So is that a 2 hard?
That was a 2 hard, yeah. So
Okay.
he's going to have to barrel roll because he doesn't have advanced sensors. He's going for the accuracy corrector instead.
Yep.
I'd probably barrel roll to the right. No point in barrel rolling left because Ketsu's going to get you. But
Yes.
if you barrel roll right, you put a rock in between you and Dengar. Dengar's, I think he has to go left if he wants to clear the asteroid next turn, unless he just doesn't care and he goes right anyway, or a 3 bank over the rock because
Yes.
you still get the target lock. But any way that you move, the closer you get, the closer you are to Sol 6's bomb shenanigans. So.
Well, the other thing is barrel roll to the right sets him up for a strong cruise missile turn next round.
Does it? So the cruise
Depends
missiles
on-
is range 2 to 3.
It is range 2 to 3.
So if Dengar decides to, I don't know.
Well, if he does a 3 bank, he might be able to land missiles on Ketsu. I think it depends on where Dengar goes.
I don't think he'll be able to land missiles on Ketsu. No.
No? Okay.
And now he's barrel rolled into Ketsu and potentially Dengar's arcs as well. So that's an interesting move.
Yes.
It's a very interesting move.
What's he got? So he's got his primary weapon available for Nim.
Yeah. So now he's going to be shot by Dengar and
Ketsu.
Ketsu. I don't believe that was the right move to do.
Right. And he's
Dice
rolling
box boys.
3 unmodified dice, and that looks
Looks like nothing.
nothing.
Okay, Isaac, if you just remind him one more time.
Yeah.
Okay, yep. So he spent a target lock and got 0 again. Okay. Was there a target lock there? I think that was. Or maybe it was from one of the other guys.
So
So this
Shots
is
with
one of the 2.
Dengar?
We got 1 shield off Nim.
yep.
And so that was Ketsu, and now we've got Dengar. So that's the thing. I definitely wouldn't have done that. That's just my opinion. what's the point in getting one shot if you're going to get shot twice? Does that make sense?
Yes, particularly when you're not modifying it with really anything.
I think we just lost one more shield off Captain Nim.
Oh, I guess he has accuracy corrected, so we will always land 2 hits, but then it's 2v3 for...
That's right,
Sarge, yeah.
exactly.
Ketsu.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, I probably would absolutely be going for Dengar right now if I had the choice.
Yes, absolutely. Take the shields off him while you can. Every opportunity to shoot and not get shot back is a precious resource with Dengar.
Absolutely. Which maybe resulted in the barrel roll left from Lachlan.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even sure if he accuracy corrected just then. Maybe he did.
He didn't. Oh.
Unless it was both evaded, I'm not sure. But yeah, look, Soul Sixer. What would I do? That's the thing. Like, you can do any move with Soul, and you can still consistently drop bombs to your left and then shoot your TLT.
Yes.
So I'd probably do maybe a 2 bank barrel roll to the left, and then trigger my cluster mine drop.
Yep.
In which case, I would then be receiving evade tokens every time I got shot. So Soul's in a really good position here. I like it.
Yeah.
And
So
then you can just rinse and repeat.
The cluster mines, you would end up with a mine directly next to you, correct?
Yes,
With the
directly
placement
to
if
your
you did
left.
that. Yeah, right.
And then I think you still have room to do a 2 bank to clear the mine.
Yep.
Like after the turn
Oh,
after.
yes.
And you can do it again. I'm not really sure what Dengar's going to do. If he decides to go over the rock, I think he's in a really kind of tight position.
He can do a
wow, okay.
3 hard turn and just get that K4 mod and just lose his barrel roll or his focus.
Yeah.
If it was expertise Dengar, he'd absolutely not care about going over the rock. All the actions in the world.
Really surprised by that move. I would have picked it for a 2 bank and then dropped bombs to the left after a barrel roll, to be honest.
He's considering just a focus. Okay.
Like, if you've got experimental interface, why not use it? I mean, you've paid 3 points for it. Soul's quite a... And it's guaranteed evade tokens, so...
Yes.
I mean, you're a very, very fragile ship, especially with Ketsu coming in, who can tractor beam you. So that would be my absolute pick. I would have definitely done the barrel roll. Sorry, the bank, then the barrel, and then dropped a mine. It also makes the left 2 asteroids there completely inaccessible for the opponent.
Yes.
Streamers, any ideas? Any ideas on what you would have done if you were in Lachlan's position with Soul Sixer and Captain Nim? I definitely would have been dropping bombs a while ago. I think we're going to see a bomb drop here from Nim onto Ketsu. Okay, that's very interesting.
Gary is hedging his bets. He's K forward Nim and then moved his arc to.
It's a win-win situation, sorry, isn't it? Because if we have Lachlan go right or left, now he's going to have an arc coverage. Yep. So there we go with Dengar. Now he's setting himself up for a 2 sloop next turn. He'll probably do a barrel roll with Dengar. Yeah, I'd say so. Barrel with Dengar, allow the sloop next turn.
Yep. So yeah, Ketsu's hedged her bets. The only thing is that she now does not get her. If Nim does do a right bank, she no longer gets her special ability.
Yeah, she will still get the Shadowcaster title.
Absolutely.
Which will probably result in a move of something, unless Lachlan can get out of arc. It should be very interesting to see. Yeah, we've got a left move. There we go.
Yeah.
So I think Lachlan's been doing a lot of hard maneuvers, where I actually think that banking maneuvers are probably the way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got a bomblet dropped. I don't think he'll stay there. I think he'll do a boost afterwards.
If he does stay, it'll be 4 damage, or potentially.
It'll be 4 damage to both, potentially.
4 damage to
Ketsu. 2 from the Auto Blaster.
Yeah, 4 damage to
Potentially.
Ketsu, but who's the second one when you say both?
Oh, so 4 damage in return.
Oh, right, from the
And
return
Nim's
shot,
only
yeah.
on 6 hulls, so I don't really think that's worth the risk.
True.
But we do have the TLT, so you could potentially really punish Ketsu, but Dengar's the target here. I really think doesn't want to waste Sol's bombs. Yeah, it's correct, but Sol's got a hell of a lot of bombs.
So many bombs. And the value of the extra evade can't be underestimated. It might not be damage, but it's position control.
Absolutely.
It's extra life on ships that are really struggling to shrug damage off with their 1 evade.
Correct. Absolutely, especially in the world of tractor beams and tractor beam movement as well. So, Sol 6 is invulnerable. I know that we've got Gary going for Captain Nim right now, but yeah, I mean,
that's more of a target of opportunity.
That's
really.
exactly right. Yep. So he's actually decided to stay there,
Right.
which I find interesting. So he's going to re-roll that with Cad Bane, the focus result. So yeah, we're going to have a 4 damage done to Ketsu right now, which is very good.
Very strong. Just going to be a matter of how Ketsu rolls back. So it sounds like it's a question of why Nim doesn't have to roll damage.
Oh, right, yeah, so Nim ignores bombs
Yes.
completely. So the thing is, Nim could be removed here, though. I would have boosted to try and get out of range of Dengar. I know that you don't get any shots. I just don't think a hard turn right there was the option. Blowing Glitterstons and countermeasures. Okay.
That's not great for... That's not great for Nim.
No. What have we got there? That's the Auto Blaster turret with accuracy corrector.
Yep.
Not sure why there was only 1 damage done off the shield, off the bombs.
Should have been.
Should have been 2.
That's Ketsu's shot.
We've got 3 hits so far, 3 in a focus.
But
2 in a
he's got
focus.
Glitterstim, so
So it'll be 4 hits.
nice. Oh,
Yeah, luckily no crits there, but
Yep.
Dengar's probably going to be able to finish it off. And yeah, now it's just automatic damage with the tractor beam.
right.
So I think that's why there should have been a boost there.
And he barrel rolls him. Ooh.
Yeah, towards Dengar.
Towards Dengar, yeah.
So yeah.
If he doesn't kill Nim, though, that means he does threaten Bomblet next turn, depending on where Ketsu goes.
Hey, buddy. Very interesting. Try to play, join us.
Oh, just need that one.
Okay, sure. Yep, so Dengar's about to do some damage here. He's got a target lock as well. Oh, no, he doesn't. He doesn't have a target lock.
No.
But it doesn't matter.
2 crits.
2
wow.
crits, that's basically gone through. That'll be Nim dead. Unless we've missed something. No.
No, there's Nim dead.
Yep. Do you want to update this? I believe Ketsu should be on. I'm going to go check on Ketsu's shields as well.
Certainly, yeah. So it looks like the overlay's just having some delay at the moment. It's not showing the stats as they've been marked in the back end. So bear with us. It's probably just a refresh problem.
Ketsu's got 2 damage cards as well.
Yeah, it looks like the stats are actually up to date on the back end, but they're not reflecting on the
Oh, on the stream?
on
Okay,
the, on the
guys. So
stream.
we'll try and keep you updated, but we've got Ketsu's on 5 hull remaining, Dengar's untouched, and Sol 6 is also untouched.
Right. So it is on Iceman's and the UI refreshes. So Ketsu,
Cool.
no
Yep,
shields,
there we go.
Nim dead.
Fantastic.
So let's see what chat's got to say. Crits count on Bomblet. He rolled 1 damage and 1 crit.
Yeah.
Yes, which is true. It is a lot of damage. It's a lot of unblockable damage. It's a real concern for Imperial Aces at the moment. Even we have players like Ben Doyle and Morgan Reed, who are known for their Imperial Ace play, really struggling to find a solution to the bomb situation that we're currently in.
So I feel like you have to do a barrel roll and then experimental interface, trigger, and drop cluster mines here.
Absolutely.
I think that's the play. I think you might actually get all 3 on Ketsu.
Depending on where she's gone, almost certainly.
Which is interesting. We definitely have a sloop from Dengar.
Yeah.
Very interesting. We actually haven't seen, like, did Sol just shoot? Sol would have just shot Ketsu, right?
I assume
Yes.
so.
Yeah.
Yep.
Please drop cluster mines.
Please.
No, just forward, huh?
Oh, of course, because you can do the 1 hard. They would have all gone.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Don't know. I think he might have missed that opportunity. I think that might have been accidental because all of 3 of them just would have landed straight away.
It's a long day, and it is
Round 4.
It is round 4. It is on stream. Those sorts of things just sometimes get away from you. Yeah, I see what you mean. That would have
Because they could have done the 1 hard drop to the left, and all 3 just would have landed.
And how does CAD interact with that as well?
So every focus result that he rolls will be re-rolled.
When an enemy ship rolls attack die, well, no, it'd be
One of them?
that is definitely a judge call. So it's when a bomb detonates. So it's a question of
All 3 of them are going to go through anyway.
Wow.
So
Okay. There
the
you go.
question is if they all detonate simultaneously or if they are rolled
Probably
in
just
sequence.
one of them.
So just
So 1 damage there. Number 2.
They are rolled in sequence. They're done one at a time.
yeah, and he'll
So
probably
he'll
ask for a
probably
reroll
Cad
there.
Bane that. Okay.
No?
Cad Bane the
And
last
now
one.
he's
There we go.
rerolled.
1 damage short.
Oh,
That is ridiculous. So that's the thing. Yeah, that's crazy. So imagine if that had been earlier, and we could have
Yes.
been like using defense dice. We could have even kept Nim back toward the right hand side of the field behind Sol, and be using that ability to also add free evade tokens.
Yep.
I think that would have been money.
I wish I'm going to play around with this when I get home. I want to know if the proximity mine also, because the proximity mine is a big fat template.
Yeah.
Does that give you the same coverage as the cluster in terms of dropping it to the side?
It could. We're not sure.
So
Yeah, that's
Ketsu rolling
massive.
a ton of dice.
Okay, so we got 2 shields off Sol Sixer.
Right.
And I don't believe Sol is going to be able to return fire. But I would wager that Sol can remove Ketsu next turn. Oh. Okay, so with the tractor beam token there.
Puts him on the rock.
I'm not sure, due to the angle, if we're going to be able to get a free move on the other side. But I still think that with a move, like maybe a 2 bank barrel roll and then another cluster mine drop, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
Dengar shooting now.
All of his, I guess it depends on how covered he is by the rock.
Well, that's a rough one. So
is-
if he gets no blanks here, I believe. Oh no shields have been taken off. I mean, it'll just be. It won't do a crit. So we should have shields down on, or 1 shield left on Sol Sixer, I believe.
I think so. It looks like the overlay is just taking its time to refresh. That's all.
That's right.
It's been working very hard all day. It's probably just
absolutely.
a matter of after this round we'll bring the whole thing down and put
Yeah,
back
give
up.
it a rest. Yep, absolutely.
Right way for Lachlan, wrong way for Gary.
Yeah, so the
Right.
tractor beam's interesting. I'm not sure, as I said before, if a move will overlap the asteroid again. If it doesn't, then probably in the clear to remove Ketsu off the board
Yep.
this turn. But it would just be beautiful to have Captain Nim triggering right now. And, making the most of the evades coming through.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe too heavy on the asteroid on the munitions upgrades here, and could have afforded a second TLT on Captain Nim. We needed to drop 4 points worth of mines, so would have been interesting. What do we got here? Is that a bank maneuver? Okay.
All right.
So there will be an overlap. So there won't be any actions, unfortunately, which would have prevented Sol from removing
Yep.
Ketsu from the board.
Doesn't take damage from the rock.
No.
Where's Ketsu?
So I still think that'll be range 1. Yeah. Or maybe not. Probably not. So Ketsu will probably be killed. But I have a feeling Sol... Oh no, that's the thing though, isn't it? So what we can do is have a primary weapon shot from Ketsu, hit for a tractor beam, and then we can barrel roll into range 1. So Sol won't be able to remove Ketsu from the board. That's pretty rough.
Ugh.
Pretty rough. This is a bad matchup for the Skirgs, I think.
It's rough, and he's not gotten the bump on Dengar either.
No.
So this
Dengar's
is
just been able
probably-
to do anything he wants. This is probably
Potentially the
last
last turn.
one. Yeah.
He really wants to remove Ketsu's, protect that MOV,
Absolutely.
and denying shots completely with the primary.
Yeah, so it's probably going to be a big primary shot with Dengar.
Yep.
And then, we might have it finished off with Ketsu, and then, we'll see what happens.
Judge call.
Robert Isles.
Of course.
Isn't Jared still out there?
That's fine. All right, so let's see how we go. So range 1, Ketsu is Dengar's rolling. Spends the target lock. Oof. For 2. Rough shot from Dengar. Only got 2.
Oh, really? I'm
Yeah.
just going to make a phone call for
Certainly.
someone has lost their mobile.
All right. But Ketsu can turn this around, maybe.
I think so.
That's a hell of a roll. Ooh,
No.
still only 2. So, I don't think Sol has shots this turn, but he can just do a 1 bank and drop his last set of cluster mines, and that's probably the end of Ketsu. It's a tough turn for Gary. So with
Go
the
down to Sol.
go down to Sol.
Just the 1 shield.
Yeah. So I'm just looking up the Lancer. So the Lancer has a 1 bank. It's a big base ship. It's hard to tell whether or not a 1 bank could dodge the cluster mines if he does a 1 bank with Sol and drops them. Let's have a look. Sol is almost good as dead. Ocelot. In this format, every point counts. If Sol can kill Ketsu before he dies, that's a big win for his team.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So did we have a tractor beam go just then or no?
No, they didn't activate the tractor beam.
Okay. Did Ketsu do damage to Sol?
Yes,
Yes.
but only like 1 shield.
Oh no, 1 shield, 1 hull.
1 shield, 1 hull. It was not a great turn of rolling for Lachlan, unfortunately.
So we could
with the
probably have
target
a... we could, Ketsu will probably be removed due to munitions.
Yeah. So one bank and a cluster mine.
One bank, barrel roll back, and a cluster mine would probably work, unless the rock gets in the way. But
Ketsu could one bank away.
Yeah.
Uh,
Is it the one bank? I mean, you could drop it all onto Dengar.
one straight.
Interesting.
And
And then the one bank.
Barrel.
Yeah, sorry, the
Yep.
one barrel.
and
Drop it on. Experimental interface.
face. He knows he's going to die anyway. Doesn't matter that he's in front of a rock.
Yeah, that's right. So, I mean, you probably can get away with the one bank to the right next turn. I'm
Yep.
not really sure due to the camera angle, but yeah, I think you're guaranteed to kill Ketsu right now, unless you botch all the rolls.
He's having a think about where to place it. He's put it in the center, which I think is the right.
Oh, the proxy.
So
Big bad.
proximity mine. Does that do automatic damage?
I think it's three
Three
attack
dice.
and you do suffer critical damage as well.
Right. So he's just hedging his bets that's the most amount of dice for almost the same amount of space.
Yeah. Just say no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is, man. So I feel like we could have really seen a Soul Sixer Captain Nim jank fest here.
Yeah.
If we just had kept Captain Nim back a little bit during the early game, building up like a little fortress of stuff around Soul Sixer would have been hilarious.
Yeah, the bomb fortress would be incredible. It's unfortunate that the crates have had to go to bed because they've been discussing stacking bombs on top of one another into making a little archway, a three-dimensional archway. So
be feral.
that's Ketsu.
See, this is important, streamers, because it's still MOV, and in a match where everyone could end up on say 15 wins, MOV will take you through to the top cut.
Well, you just have to look at the moment. SA and Victoria at the end of last round. SA was behind Victoria for the top cut, based entirely on MOV.
Yeah, how'd you go?
Disaster.
Okay, so Chris from South Australia sounds like he's just lost his round.
Yes, I got annihilated by Dengar Ketsu.
Okay, Gary Nowak is
that'll
looking
be
like he's
Timothy?
about to beat Lachlan. So that'll be. So how are the rest of the South Australian matches looking?
That's it. He's conceded.
He's conceded. All right. So we've just had. Thanks, guys. We've just had Gary Nowak beat Lachlan Moore.